कहानी बहुत छोटी है।
Ronak, a talented marketing consultant, had it all. A lucrative job at one of the big four companies, a comfortable lifestyle, and a bright future ahead. However, his world was turned upside down when he was unfairly treated during a project, which hurt him deeply and motivated him to start his own business. He wanted to create a company that valued fairness, transparency, and employee well-being. Ronak, now a struggling entrepreneur, was finding it tough to find his footing in the competitive industry. Despite his best efforts, he faced rejections and disappointments at every turn. His girlfriend Nisha tried to be supportive, but Ronak's frustration and self-doubt began to take a toll on their relationship. Ronak's family was also feeling the impact of his struggles. His parents, who had always been supportive in his career choices, were starting to worry about his financial stability. His siblings, who were all successful in their respective careers, would often offer advice and criticisms, which Ronak found frustrating and demotivating. The lack of income during the initial phase of his business was causing tension in the family. Ronak's parents were struggling to make ends meet, and his siblings were starting to question his decision to leave a lucrative job and start his own business. Ronak felt like he was letting everyone down, including himself. Ronak had four options. He could take on a part-time job to supplement his income. He could ask his family for financial support. He could sell some of his assets to generate the capital. Ronak chose to keep pushing forward, hoping for a breakthrough. He was determined to make his business work, and he did not want to give up on his dreams. Meanwhile, Nisha was facing her own challenges in their relationship. She was a successful event planner. She was feeling overwhelmed by Ronak's constant stress and negativity. She wanted to be supportive, but his struggles were affecting their relationship, and she felt like she was walking on eggshells around him. She had four options. She could be more empathetic and try to help Ronak through his struggles. She could set boundaries and focus on her own career and well-being. She could encourage Ronak to seek professional help. She could reevaluate the relationship and consider ending it. Nisha chose to set boundaries and focus on her own career and well-being. She started taking on more events and focusing on her own goals, which created some distance between them. One day, Ronak received an offer from Ahana, a rival marketing consultant, to join forces and work together. However, Ahana's true intention were to sabotage Ronak's business because she felt threatened by his talent and potential. She had been in the industry for years and had built a reputation as a ruthless and cunning businesswoman. She saw Ronak as a young and ambitious threat to her own success, and she was determined to take him down. Ronak had four options. He could accept Ahana's offer and risk being sabotaged. He could decline Rahana's offer and continue on his own. He could counter-offer with a different proposal. He could report Ahana's unethical behavior to industry authorities. Ronak chose to decline Ahana's offer and continue on his own. Ahana was jealous of Ronak's natural ability to connect with clients and his innovative approach to marketing. She was also angry that he had turned down her offer to join forces and was instead competing against her. She began spreading rumors and trying to discredit Ronak, hoping to ruin his reputation and drive him out of business. So now, a triple threat is waiting for Ronak on his journey. Threat number 1: New competitor. The aggressive marketing firm Nova Marketing, led by the cunning and ambitious CEO Ahana, poaches Ronak's client and talent, forcing him to fight for his business. Threat number 2: Personal struggles. Ronak's obsessive pursuit of success strains his relationship with his loved ones, particularly his girlfriend Nisa, who feels neglected and unimportant. Threat number 3: Hidden talent. Ronak discovers a passion for creating engaging videos, which could be a game changer for his marketing strategy, but require significant investment in equipment, training, and time, adding to his stress and uncertainty. With these challenges, Ronak was feeling overwhelmed. Ronak took a step back to reassess his goals and priorities. He temporarily put his marketing business on hold and focused on his personal well-being and relationship. By taking a break, Ronak aims to regain his footing, clarifies his vision, and return stronger and more resilient than before. So Ronak decided to embrace his new creative passion for video content creation, even if it means starting from scratch. He invested time and resources into learning video productions, editing, and storytelling techniques. This new skill set could revolutionize his marketing approach, but it was a risky and uncertain path. As Ronak explores this creative avenue, he faced challenges like learning a new skill from scratch, balancing video production with his existing marketing work, figuring out how to monetize his new skills, and dealing with self-doubt and fear of failure. However, this journey also brings opportunities like creating engaging content that resonate with his audience, differentiating himself from competitors, building a personal brand, and potentially attracting new clients and collaboration. Ronak's decision to embrace his creative passion leads to transformative journey, both personally and professionally. He learned to adapt, innovate, and trust his instincts. Meanwhile, on his journey, Ronak met a new friend, Alex, a successful entrepreneur and mentor. Ronak was struggling to find his footing in the competitive industry, and Alex sensed his frustration and potential. They struck up a conversation, and Alex offered Ronak some valuable advice and guidance. Over the next few weeks, Alex and Ronak met several times, and Alex shared his own experiences and insights with Ronak. He taught Ronak how to focus on his strength and build a strong network and stay true to his vision. Alex also introduced Ronak to some of his own contacts in the industry, which helped Ronak land some valuable clients. He also discovered a new passion for writing and started a personal blogging. He has gained a fresh perspective on his marketing business and potential new directions. With Alex's help, Ronak returned to his marketing business with renewed energy and focus. He applies the lesson he learned during his break, including a fresh perspective, new video content creation and writing skills, and a stronger sense of purpose. With his revitalized approach, Ronak landed a new client, a local business owner who appreciated his genuine and personalized marketing strategy, and he delivered outstanding results. He created a successful social media campaign that showcased his creative skills. He has rebuilt his professional network, reconnecting with old contacts and making new connections. With this, he was able to regain his confidence and momentum in the marketing world. However, Ahana, still seeking revenge, notices the Ronak's resurgence and plot to undermine his progress. She begins spreading rumors about Ronak's business practices, trying to tarnish his reputation. Ronak could have confronted Ahana directly and publicly exposed her tactics, or he could have addressed the rumors indirectly through his blog and social media channels. He had also an option to support from his network and allies to counter Ahana's efforts. Despite all this, Ronak chose to ignore the rumors and focus on delivering excellent work. Ronak preserved and continues to grow his business. With his business thriving again, Ronak received an offer to collaborate with a prominent industry leader on a high-profile project. This opportunity could catapult his career to next level. But decision-making was not as easy as it looked. He was worried about a couple of options available in front of him. He could accept the offer and work on the high-profile project, but in that case, he had to compromise with his existing clients. He could decline the offer, preferring to maintain his independence and current client base. But that could resulted as a slower growth. He could negotiate the terms of collaboration to ensure a better fit for his business goal. Ronak asked for more information about the project before making a decision. He wanted to understand the scope, goals, and expectations of the collaboration to ensure it aligned with the vision and values. The industry leader provided more detail, including the project objective, the collaboration terms, the project timeline, and the compensation package. With this information, Ronak had better understanding of the opportunity and could weighed the pros and cons. As he considered the offer, he could thought about his current client and the potential impact of this project on his existing business. He did not want to compromise his relationship with his current clients or jeopardize his reputations. So, Ronak requested a modified proposal that allows him to work on a project while also ensuring his existing clients received the attention they needed. He wanted to find a way to balance his current commitment with the existing opportunity presented by the industry leader. The industry leader appreciated Ronak's honesty and willingness to find a solution that works for both parties. They discussed the possible arrangement such as phased project delivery to accommodate Ronak's existing client workload, collaboration with other team members to share responsibility and expertise, flexible scheduling to ensure Ronak's availability for his existing clients. After negotiating the terms, Ronak felt comfortable accepting the offer. He was eager to contribute to the high-profile project while maintaining his commitment to his existing clients. With the agreement in place, Ronak dived into the project, leveraging his skills and expertise to deliver outstanding results. He effectively managed his time, prioritizing the task and delegating the responsibility when necessary. As Ronak worked on the project, he solidified his position in the industry. In the end, Ahana's attempts to sabotage Ronak failed, and her own reputation suffered. She eventually apologized and transformed her business, becoming a respected marketing consultant in her own right. Ronak's determination, resilience, and willingness to learn and adapt had ultimately led him to success and a brighter future. In the end, Ahana's tactic backfired and her own reputation suffered. She realized too late that her jealousy and anger had consumed her, and she had lost sight of what was truly important. However, as she got to know Ronak better, she found herself falling for her charming and kind personality. She was torn between her desire to destroy his business and her growing feeling for him. Despite her best efforts, she couldn't deny the attraction she felt, and she began to question her motivations. Ahana's jealousy and anger slowly turned into admiration and respect for Ronak's talents and dedication. She realized that she had been wrong to try to sabotage him and that he was a worthy competitor. She began to see him in a different light, and her feeling for him grew stronger. As Ahana realized her feeling for Ronak, she also realized that he was already in a relationship with Nisha. She was heartbroken, but she knew she had to respect Ronak's commitment to his girlfriend. Ahana decided to put her feelings aside and focus on building a healthy professional relationship with Ronak. She apologized to Ronak and transformed her business, becoming a respected marketing consultant in her own right. She learned a valuable lesson about the importance of respecting other people's relationship and the danger of letting the jealousy and anger consume her. Ahana emerged from the experience a wiser and more compassionate person, and she was able to build a successful business and a strong reputation in the industry. Nisa, who had been feeling neglected and distant from Ronak, appreciated his renewed attention and efforts. She saw the positive changes in him and was proud of his success. As Ronak's business flourished, with Alex's help, he and Nisha began to reconnect and strengthen their relationship. However, their busy schedules often kept them apart, and Nisha found herself missing Ronak's attention and affections. Meanwhile, another guy named Siddharth had been pursuing Nisha for some time. He was charming and handsome, and Nisha found herself drawn to him. Siddharth proposed to Nisha, and she was torn between her feelings for him and her commitment to Ronak. Nisha was confused and did not know what to do. She loved Ronak, but she felt like he was neglecting her and prioritizing his business over their relationship. Siddharth, on the other hand, was showering her with attention and affection. Nisha did not want to lose Ronak, but she also did not want to miss out on the possibility of a new relationship. Nisha struggled with her feelings. Ronak sensed that something was wrong. He noticed that Nisha was distant and preoccupied, and he asked her what was wrong. Nisha confessed her feeling and told Ronak about the Siddharth proposal. Ronak was shocked and hurt, but he did not want to lose Nisha. Nisha was touched by Ronak's sincerity and commitment. But in the end, Nisha made the difficult decision to leave Ronak for Siddharth. Ronak was heartbroken and felt betrayed by Nisha's decision. He didn't know how to move on from the relationship and felt lost and alone. Ahana, who had been watching from the sideline, saw Ronak's pain and decided to reach out to him. She offered him a listening ear and a shoulder to cry on, and Ronak found himself drawn to her kindness and compassion. As Ronak and Ahana spent more time together, they realized that they had a deep connection. Ahana had always had feeling for Ronak, but she had never acted on them because she knew he was in relationship. Now with Nisha out of the picture, Ahana felt free to pursue her feelings. Ronak, who was still reeling from his breakup with Nisha, found himself falling for Ahana's charm. She was everything that Nisha was not: supportive, caring, and loyal. Ronak realized that he had been blind to Ahana's qualities and was grateful for a second chance at love. As Ronak and Ahana's relationship blossomed, they both realized that they had found something special. They had been through heartbreak and come out the other side stronger and wiser. They knew that their love was the real deal and were grateful for every moment they spent together. Ronak's family, who had been worried about him after his breakup with Nisha, were overjoyed to see him happy again. They welcomed Ahana into their family with open arms and were grateful for the love and support she had brought into Ronak's life. They had always wanted the best for him and were thrilled to see him with someone as kind and caring as Ahana. They would often comment on how much happier Ronak seems with Ahana by his side. Ronak's siblings were also delighted to see their brother happy again. They would often tease him about how much he loved Ahana, but deep down they were happy to see him a healthy and loving relationship. As Ronak and Ahana's relationship continued to grow, they knew that they had found their perfect match in each other. They were grateful for every moment they spent together and knew that their love would last a lifetime. As Ronak and Ahana's relationship continued to grow, they decided to merge their businesses and work together. They combined their marketing and consulting expertise to create a powerful marketing consultancy. Ronak, being the creative one, suggested they name the consultancy Marketing Gunda, Hindi for Marketing Warrior. Ahana loved the idea and Marketing Gunda was born. Together, they worked tirelessly to build the Marketing Gunda into formidable marketing force. They used their combined skills to deliver innovative marketing solutions to their clients and their business flourished. Marketing Gunda quickly gained a reputation as one of the top marketing consultancy in the industry, and Ronak and Ahana become known as a dynamic duo of marketing. Their business grew exponentially and they were able to expand their team, hire new talents, and take on bigger and more challenging projects. Through Marketing Gunda, Ronak and Ahana were able to achieve their dreams and build a successful business together. They proved that with hard work, determination, and little bit of love, anything is possible.